Welcome to Charter Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerantz, and we are joined today by Susan Holland. She is the Executive Director of Cancer Schmancer, which we know, but tell us more about it.
Okay, well, it's Fran Drescher's vision, and she's the president for her own life story.
Yeah.
Actually, what it means, if you asked her,
Right.
would be Cancer Schmancer means cancer's not the boss of me.
Right. And remind us about Fran's journey through cancer, which was not the boss of her.
Well, it took her 2 years and 8 doctors
Right.
to find the proper diagnosis, which really led her into wanting to write a book.
Right.
Which then led her, after the national book tour, to realize that so many women had a similar story.
And the story was she had had uterine cancer and it was not detected.
No, but fortunately for Fran,
Right.
it's a slow-growing cancer, and it was still caught in the early stage.
Okay.
And for her, the treatment was really a hysterectomy.
Okay.
But not being able to have kids at 42 is, her bittersweet to swallow. But
Yes, it's all good.
That was her journey in a nutshell.
But let me ask you though, it's one thing to write a book, maybe go on a book tour. It's another thing to start a foundation, to bring in one of her best friends to run the foundation. I mean, what made the two of you realize we can't just sit here and be happy that I'm in recovery and I'm going to be fine? I mean, she is extremely well known for this. This is not just, it's beyond the nanny at this point. I mean, this is kind of her brand.
Well, she'll tell you that it's a lot to do with turning pain into purpose, making, turning lemons into lemonade.
Right.
These are our mantras. So.
But what about you?
So we were all on a reinvention
Okay.
and deciding what the next journey of life is. And she says today, she goes, I got famous.
Right.
I got cancer.
Right.
And I live to talk about it. So the answer to your question is she's talking. And I'm talking with
Right.
her. Everybody that you know has been touched by cancer.
Yes.
And I've had it very close to my heart by more
Right.
than a few people in my
Sure.
world. So the passion was just a natural. And so what we do though is we decided to talk about it in more of an educational platform. We let the research go to the
Right.
biggies, and we don't talk about cure. We talk about everyday questions, what to ask for, what to listen for, how to detect early. We educate.
And let's talk about, you mentioned women's health. It's undeniable that the biggies, the researchers, seem to be focused on cancers that are either unisex or male driven. I mean, you know that. We've read this constantly, that female diseases don't get the attention that unisex or male diseases get. So what are you doing, since your focus is so singular on women's health?
Well, first of all, actually, we've expanded outside of just women's
Okay,
health.
good.
But what we
Right.
do speak on globally is how the women are the caretakers of the families, regardless. And so people are listening. I'm going to go off track a little bit.
No, it's okay.
But, our third prong to our organization,
Right.
besides early detection
Right.
and prevention, is advocacy. We go to Washington and we get bills passed, and not just on women's health, on health issues, and bipartisan bills passed.
Okay.
We really don't do anything other outside of unison like that, because
Nothing wrong with that.
health is a great equalizer.
What also seems to attract folks to your organization is the notion that lots of different schools of thought can participate. It doesn't just have to be Western medicine. It doesn't just have to be Eastern medicine. It can be a combination. You're really trying to integrate health and wellness to take the best
Right.
from all schools of thought.
Right. Well, we really, again, early detection, prevention, and advocacy. The middle prong, prevention,
Right.
we've spent the last 4 years on in a very big way. We've brought in some amazing integrative doctors, naturopaths, and people on the prevention path. Cure, the word cure is fatigued. And there is 90% of cancers is environmental lifestyle, and 5 to 10% are genetic. So we're really about the now, the causation. And prevention is a big space. We have to really get on board with how not to get cancer in the first
And
place. How's that for a cure?
Which is great, and it's interesting that you are targeting all levels in terms of ages. You go to schools, there are Franz vans. I mean, it's not just talking to, you know, the people you'd expect to get cancers in older age.
Right.
It's you're talking to all levels.
Right. So I was saying earlier
Yeah.
that we've expanded outside of just women's
Right.
health and women's cancer.
Right.
We've really, in this 4 years of building our prevention program, have gone into a whole host of other diseases. And because of the nanny not being off the air in over 21 years.
Yes, no, we know that.
Globally in, I think, 13 or so countries.
My wife and I still watch it, I admit it.
She's got a huge
Right.
youth
Right.
fan base again.
Right.
And so what we've decided to do is we built a curriculum called WTF, We the Future
Nice.
program.
Nice.
And we kind of educate the kids and have them get very involved on how to be healthier. What are you
Right.
eating? And, you know, what are you using in your house and your bedroom?
Right.
You know, what are you using on your face for skincare or moisturizer? We kind of built a youth program. That's a whole other thing
Right.
we've done, is we built actually a school hour-long assembly program
Wow.
on just healthy and preventative lifestyle and measures for kids to take. And then we've also kind of expanded in both male, female, and just the overall general wellness space.
But if someone wants 7 hours of instruction and 7 hours of insight, they can actually attend your Women's Health Summit, which is coming up on October 13th from 9 to 4 at the Skirball Center.
Right. So, of course, if anyone wants more information on everything,
Right.
definitely visit our website for a world of knowledge on all of, you know, prevention and early detection, and that's just cancerschmancer.org. But we do have a website linked to our very first annual
Right.
Fran Drescher Women's Health Summit. We are very excited about it. We've got experts and wonderful celebrities that are being honored
Can I name a
in
few?
all the fields of in, on, and around you,
Right.
and talking about toxins, carcinogens, food, cleaning products, skincare experts.
You have Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie's a good friend,
Yes.
getting an award on behalf of her heart attack and women's
Right.
health issues.
Senator Barbara Boxer's an honoree.
Yes, she is,
We
for her lifetime in environment and
we
her-
have Ed Begley Jr., we know well. Ken Cook, who's CEO of the Environmental Working Group. I mean, you really are bringing different folks from different walks of life with different strengths and different strategies
We're
on
covering
this
it
very
all.
issue. How can we attend?
Oh, cancerschmancer.org/WHS. Sign up. You can bring friends, buy tables, sponsor.
Right.
Any way you see fit, but it's gonna. We're hoping to take it national.
Yeah, why-
And Fran will host this.
Yeah,
and it'll
why are
be-
you doing this? I mean, what made you realize we need to do a summit? We need to really focus a day in California to start, maybe go national.
Well, it's our backyard, so it was a no-brainer to do it here in LA. You know, we love and attend and are beneficiaries and guests at all other nonprofit charities doing wonderful things at your hotels and dinners.
Of course.
When we really wanted to do something, we didn't want to do something typical that every other nonprofit's doing. We really wanted it to be a game changer, life-altering, and someone that would leave going, oh my God, I got to go back next year. Who they get, you know.
Right.
So we kind of thought. We love Maria Shriver, and
Right.
she did a beautiful women's conference for
Yes.
a weekend long here in
Right.
Long Beach,
Yes, that's
actually.
true.
And we just thought we'd take a little bit of that model, make it just in one day, and invite everybody that we know in the space that we're really passionate about, and that's early detection, prevention, and advocacy. And so we're touching on all three topics in a deep way.
Her name is Susan Holland. She is the
you.
executive director of Cancer Schmancer. You can find it on the web at cancerschmancer.org. Of course, the event is coming up at the Skirball in Los Angeles, October 13th. My name is Brad Pomerantz. You are watching Charter Local.